folks, it's Monday night, and even though the RNC convention technically kicks off tomorrow, there are a few events going on in Tampa tonight that I'm hoping to attend for politicallypersonal.com. The first of which is the White House Party, which is being hosted by Right Now and VPAC. It's a party primarily for women, but I'm sure there will be some men there too. And the other event is the Young Republicans event at World Beer. I figure what a great opportunity to talk with young Republicans about voting in general and just kind of get their views. So follow along, we'll see how it goes. Just picked up my VIP wristbands for the White House party tonight. Compliments of Lizzie Geist. Thank you very, very much. It should be an interesting event. I was just reading about it, reading about some of the women who are hosting the event. A lot of the sort of big names in Tampa will be there, and it'll be interesting to see who we run into and who we can talk to. So, wish me luck. Thank you.
Hi there. We're down here in Ybor City. We're actually with George LeMieux, who is an alternate delegate to the convention. He's also a financial planner and most recently ran for Manatee County Commission. So,
well, it's been interesting. The delegation stuck up in Innisbrook. We're in the penalty box. As for the RNC, so we're about 45-50 minutes from the action.
And what are your feelings on the penalties that were imposed on Florida because we're moving up our primary?
Well, I noticed that Michigan moved their primary up, but yet because they're Mitt Romney's home state, they're right next to the convention center. Florida is the home state that's giving this convention, and I think, you know, that should have been one of the mitigating circumstances. I mean, I don't mind them putting us in a hotel that's not primo, but putting us so far out of the action is really a handicap for us. It cuts down on the fundraising, the networking, everything.
Are you driving back and forth between where you live
Absolutely.
and University Park to the convention?
Yeah, I'm driving back and forth every day. I am not going to stay at the Innisbrook. It's just too far.
And what are your plans tomorrow at the convention? What's your day going to be like?
Tomorrow morning we have a breakfast. We start that at 7:30. After the breakfast, there's a couple of other sessions, and then we're going to be going down to the convention center at 2 p.m.
And you said the governor was down here earlier today?
Yeah, Governor Scott came to our breakfast this morning along with the Lieutenant Governor. He gave us an update on the hurricane and everything surrounding it, and you know, asked us to donate to the American Red Cross so that we can help people who are going to be impacted by this hurricane.
Well, good luck to you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be seeing you throughout the week.
I'll give you an update anytime something happens.
Please give me an update. I'm calling you. So thanks. Let's go into the party.
And that is Sharon, the current co-chair of the
party down in Ybor City. Had a fantastic time talking to Sharon, George LeMieux, and even ran into Manatee County's own John Cologne. So now we're going to head to World of Beer. What more appropriate place to have a YR event than at a beer joint? So let's see who we see. I have a feeling I'm going to run into some old friends. Got a lot of old friends in the YRs, and see how it goes. Talking about the info. Well, I'm here at World of Beer, and I'm talking with Adam Smoth, who is an entrepreneur and the former president of the Tampa Bay Young Republicans. Adam, thanks for talking with me really personal.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you about the youth vote. You know, try as we may, the youth vote is still sort of the untapped, underutilized vote. What do you think we are doing wrong as Republicans in terms of getting out the youth vote? What can we do better?
Yeah, you know, it's absolutely. The youth vote, I think in 2008 was 16, 17% of the vote, or something very low. I think as Republicans, the one thing that we don't do is we don't empower the younger vote. You know, we're all young professionals here. I'm an accountant. We have doctors and lawyers and business owners and family members that are involved in this great organization and getting involved in politics. But I think the party underutilizes the young professionals. You know, they see us more as, okay, you can help out with some remedial tasks. They don't tap into our KSAs and our abilities to communicate with our age group. And we know how to talk in the medium, we know how to speak to them, we know how to address and get a hold of these folks and get people excited about, hey, you know, we're the same age group. Why, you know, we're so excited about getting out the vote, and they need to, you know, utilize us, and they need to empower us to go out and talk to that demographic. You know, being involved in politics here in Tampa for quite a long time, and being involved in San Francisco, I see it on both sides. I mean, even over in the West Coast, it's the same thing. You know, the senior party seems to get more involved in, okay, well, we want to care about the donors, the young Republicans, they can help out with certain tasks, but they forget, you know, that we are the movers and the shakers of the now. We're not the party of the future, we're the party now. And I think that is the biggest reason why our demographic is overlooked, underutilized, and frankly, you know, we're taken for granted, you know, to be honest. That needs to change.
So, how did you get involved in politics?
Well, I got involved when I was about, I guess, 12 years old, 1988. George H.W. Bush was running for his first term as president, and I had a fifth grade paper, and since it was around election time, I had to decide, okay, make an argument, who would I vote for? Well, my parents were going to vote for George Bush, and I said, well, I'm going to vote for George Bush, and I said, well, I had to find out why. My parents said, well, if you want to find out why, you need to go down and do your own research and find out. So I went to my local George Bush headquarters in Sarkisville, New Jersey area, and got involved, learned a little bit about the candidate, and I stood his sign waving and things like that. So I got involved at a very young age because of school, and I've always been involved in the political process. I'm adopted. My Irish family here in the U.S., so I take the American dream to heart. I'm sort of an epitome of that in my own experiences. So I think it's the most paramount thing that people can get involved in is not only, you know, leading a good life, but getting involved politically, because everything that our politicians and our elected officials do affects our everyday lives, and not enough people understand the gravity of that. And I think that it's important to get involved. That's why I did.
Great. Well, thank you to